Good evening. Welcome to Thursday evening here at Live on Purpose. I am wanting to wish you a happy new year. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you're kicking off the new year with all of your goals, your resolutions, all of these things that you kind of have going on in your life, and that you're healthy and you have love of friends and family who are surrounding you, and that you have provision and all that you need in order to start off this new year. Good evening to you, Sonny and Bill. Great to see you guys tonight. So glad to have you in the house. Hi, Susan. I love you, girlfriend. You're amazing. I'm always glad when you're here. I know you guys had struggled with some COVID earlier or late last year, and so I just am praising God for just your health, right? That's great. Good evening to you, David. Always wonderful to have you in the house. You're such a pillar to our community here. Thank you for your past service on the prayer team. And by the way, if you have a prayer request, hey, Steve, we have a prayer team here. Go over to the Live on Purpose page, tap on send message, and send us a prayer request. Also, if you've asked for prayer, send us a praise report or an update, because it helps us to know where you are and how we can continue to pray for you. Hey, Kyle. Wonderful to see you tonight, sir. Here on this page, every Thursday evening, we do a Bible study. We are looking at the life of Jesus through the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John in chronological order. Good evening, Ed. And I'm doing them as loosely in chronological order as I can. And we're taking those principles and laying them out into everyday life. So we are at a place in the Gospels where Jesus is standing on the side of a mountain giving a message, known in the religious community as the Sermon on the Mount. And he's talking about different aspects of what it's like to live a Christian life, to live a life for the kingdom of God. Good evening, Michelle. Wonderful to see you, my love. And I love your grandbabies and seeing all of them. Hi, Karen. Wonderful to see you in the house tonight as well. Also, real quick before we get diving into Matthew chapter 6, I do want to say, if you are looking to plan out some New Year's resolutions or some goals in general, go back over to the Live on Purpose page, scroll down. This past Saturday, I gave a 1-hour event on how to break down your goals for the new year. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, there's some free content out there for you as well. If you're interested in some life coaching, career coaching, go over to send message on the Live on Purpose page. Send us a message. Somebody on my team will send you a link to my calendar, and you can get on there. It's nominal fee, and I'd love to be able to work with you. Hey, Tammy, wonderful to see you tonight, my love. Hey. So we are skipping through the Gospels, chronological order, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We're over in Matthew chapter 6. I'm reading out of the easy version for tonight. And this is verses 1 through 4. It says, Jesus went on to say to them being these disciples that were there, and also anybody else who was in earshot. You should do good things to help people, but be careful. Do not do this so that other people see you. If you want other people to praise you, your Father in heaven will not praise you. When you give something to a poor person, don't tell anyone about it. The hypocrites do this in their meeting places. They also do it in the busy streets of town. They do this so that other people will praise them. I tell you this, they have already received their gift. God will not give them anything more. So, when you give something to a poor person, give it in secret from other people. Do not tell anyone. Your left hand will not even know what the right hand does. Nobody else will know about the good thing that you have done. But God sees the things that you do secretly. And in return, he will give you good things. I'm reading from Matthew. This is chapter 6, verses 1 through 4. I believe that we are called to love and to serve. And I believe that we're called to love out loud and to serve with an open heart and open hands, but not necessarily an open mouth. And what I mean by that is, oftentimes it's easy for us to get puffed up because we're doing something good, that we want to make sure that other people know about it or that we get credit for it. And check your motives. It's so easy for us to look at everybody else and judge everybody else about everything else. But ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's your why? What's your why? You know, if you plan a goal, for example, especially for the new year, some of you have New Year's resolutions or goals or intentions. It's great to have a goal, but what's your why? What's the motivation underneath the goal? The resolution, the intention. What's your why? What's your why? And Jesus is pointing to everything you do, ask why. What is your motive? Is your motive in order to puff yourself up? Or is your motive to serve? And to serve with great love. I can't begin to tell you how often I have heard people say, I'll donate to this if we get free space for this, we get to do that, I get my name on this, I get a brick in the wall, whatever it is. Now, mind you, there is a delicate balance between us making our light shine, right? Being the light of the world and salt of the earth. You know, God calls us to shine. And yet, when we're serving in this capacity, may we know what our motive is, especially for those who are vulnerable, who are socially outcasted, to those who are easily put in places where they would be treated unjustly. And if you think along those lines, to those who are on the fringes, those who are most vulnerable, may we not open our mouth as we're opening up our hands or our wallets to serve. And our approval for what we're doing should be in that we're doing it with a pure heart to please God. I mean, what else is there at that point, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, what does it look like for you, for me? I mean, we can rattle off things that we've done, maybe, but for who and why? So that you can get another badge or another award or get your name called out. You know, to humbly serve God, your reward, you're adding up your treasures in heaven, God says. I think, for me, a way that I try to stay humble is to write out in the mornings. You can do it at night, but as part of my journaling, I write out where I gifted someone or gave something to someone, and where someone gave something to me. Where I extended grace to someone yesterday, and where someone extended grace to me. I find, I've been doing this for a long time, when I journal this way of journaling I've done for a long time. And when I come to a place where I say, I gifted someone, you know, this, and then who gifted me? It forces me to think, And then I can easily write something down, whether it was a word or whatever, was given to me. Grace is a little bit harder for me. Oh, I extended grace because I let that person in. Where was grace extended to you, Patty Baker? Well, that would mean that I would have to think that I've been out of line for somebody to extend grace to me, right? You see, we get in this place of pride. So check your motives when you serve others. Why are you serving? I think a lot of times we run ourselves ragged serving so that we can seek approval from others. And so we know that we feel good inside because we've done something and other people are seeing it. And we do that for the sake, we will take our health and not take care of ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally, not take care of those in our household for the sake of serving everybody else, because there is some core need of ego that's being met there. So I ask you, and this is a challenge for me too, take some time to pause before you jump into something and ask, why am I doing it? What is my motive? Is my motive because I want to be liked? Because I want to be praised? Because I want to be the center of attention? Because I want to serve them? I know someone close to me who secretly gave a check to a church and said, hey, I want to give this to you for a down payment for something. And when he gave silently. And he always gave silently. And most times that he could give anonymously, he did. In this case, he had to write a check for the amount because it was so large. And when he died, they showed the check at his funeral, a copy of it. And it's not what he would have wanted, right? Because he wasn't that way. But somebody else had given him the credit for it. You can't control other people. If they want to, give you praise, give you honor, that's one thing. But he didn't go seeking that in order to be, put on a platform for it. So I hope that you'll spend some time in self-reflection and think about what your motive is for the things that you do and how you serve. And that you would understand that serving comes from a knowing that you are the hands and feet of God, and that our Creator has created us to love one another as we love ourselves. And that means demonstrating that love in whatever way that looks like. So I hope that tonight's message was encouraging for you, and I hope it challenges you to step out of pride and step into a place of humility that you can live with love and serve on purpose. Until we meet again next Thursday, love God, love others, and love yourself. Good night.